before you get the COVID-19 vaccine, before you get shot up, watch this video. It might not be just as what you think it is. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Noah, back again with another video. On this beautiful morning, as you can hear, the birds are chirping. It's pretty bright out. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about, I want to give my take on the whole vaccine situation and, what I think about it, as well as, I want to give my opinions about whether or not you should take it. It might not be just as what you think it is, because oftentimes with, whenever there's a COVID vaccine pandemic, or there's, a worldwide type of thing, a lot of people act in fear, so when we're in fear, we're a lot easier to be controlled. And so a lot of the times we see the news and we see certain, news outlets, and we see certain programming, certain things make us very fearful, right? What we see on the news, it's programmed to put us in fear. And so because of that, we are in fear. And when we are vibrating in the state of fear, we are a lot easier to be controlled, right? Because we want to do everything that we can to be safe whenever we're in fear. Whenever we're fearless, we like to take risks a lot more. We like to do things that we wouldn't normally, that wouldn't be deemed normal, right? But we have to understand that we didn't come here to play it safe, right? We didn't incarnate into this reality to play it safe. We came here to do exactly whatever we wanted to do. I'm not saying go shoot somebody, I'm not saying go rob a car. This isn't GTA, but I do want to come on here to give you that, to say that we have free will on this planet. We signed up for this. We signed up to have free will. We signed up to be free. And being free doesn't necessarily mean playing it safe all the time. And so naturally, by nature, if there are laws and if there are restrictions, naturally humans are going to want to break it, because we are adventurous creatures, right? And I'm going to take my glasses off because it's pretty hot. I do want to take my shirt off, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't want to view this video if I had my shirt off, so I'm going to keep it on for this video. But yeah, naturally, if there are restrictions, if there are laws in place, by nature, humans are going to want to test the boundaries. Like I said earlier, we're going to want to break the law a little bit. We see this on a day-to-day basis with people not wanting to wear masks, including myself. People not wanting to get the shot. And so I'm here to remind you that you have free will, and don't let anybody make you do whatever it is that you don't want to do. If you want to take this vaccine, go ahead and take it. If you want to, if you don't want to take the vaccine, don't let anybody tell you that you can't. And so I want to come on here to give you my thoughts about the vaccine as well. I was looking on the CDC's website a couple months ago, and they said that there was a list of a lot of different ingredients that I didn't understand. One were egg whites. One were, animal protein. And then the rest was just a bunch of stuff that I didn't even, one of them was actually, it was a type of, disease or something like that. And so we have to understand that, a lot of us want to take the vaccine, but we don't actually understand that we don't know what we're putting in our bodies. You know what I mean? This isn't it's not like we're eating food where we can just look at the ingredients, right? And even then, it's we technically really don't know what we're eating. But, at least with food, we have ingredients, so we have an idea of what we're putting into our body. With these vaccines, we have no idea. right? We can look on these websites and stuff like that, but we can't pronounce any of the ingredients, you know? Like Drew Canoli likes to say, if you can't read the ingredient, you shouldn't put it in your body. You know, and I think that this is a good way. I think this is true with the vaccines as well. You know, a lot of us want to take the vaccine, right? We want to take the coronavirus vaccine without doing our own research and without really putting any mind into it. We just want to play it safe. We want to be safe because we don't want to, you know, we're so afraid of people getting the coronavirus. We're so afraid of this virus. But we're failing to understand that, you know, this virus isn't as big as what people are making it out to be. You know, there's a certain agenda that you know, the media is pushing. You know, I saw this clip that got leaked, I guess. It was like, man, I don't know how I saw it, but it was a news broadcaster saying, practice social distancing if the cameras are on. And she was talking to someone who was like right next to her. You know, and so we have to understand that we don't have to believe everything that we see on the news, everything that we see on the media. You know, have you ever wondered why the news is like 99% negative? Why there's nothing really ever positive on there? It's because they want to keep us in fear, because when we're in fear, then, like I said before, we're a lot easier to be controlled, and because we're a lot easier to be controlled, we're going to be willing to do things that they want to do, you know. The elite, you know, whoever you believe in. I'm talking about the government, you know what I mean? There's a certain agenda that they're trying to push. You know, why would they have, you know, celebrities? I saw my mom and my brother were watching professional wrestling. They were watching the WWE, and there was a commercial that came up where the WWE superstars were actually promoting getting the vaccine. Are you, like, really? I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Because, you know, it takes I've heard that it takes 10 months to a year for them to actually develop it. And when did they just start? They started working on the vaccines like less than 6 months ago, right? And so, you know, we really have to take a pause and take a few deep breaths and really meditate on if this is something that we want in our system. You know, like I said before, we all have the choice of free will. We have the right to do as we choose. You know, by nature, like I said before, we're all going to want to break the rules a little bit. We're going to want to stretch the boundaries. You know, because we're adventurous, right? We came here to be free. That's part of being free. I saw this really good tweet that I reposted on my Instagram. Shout out my Instagram. Follow me at NoahIsArk. But I saw this really good tweet that I posted on my Instagram that said, the bird isn't going to leave the cage if you can convince them that the cage is for its safety. And I thought that was beautiful. And I thought that really orchestrated what's going on with these vaccines. You know, we want to take them to feel safe, right? But there's so many different side effects that people are experiencing through this vaccine. You know, I was talking to my sister's boyfriend the other day. He said that his mother took the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. She was sick for 14 days, 2 whole weeks she was sick. And not just sick, he told me that she was bedridden. If you don't know what bedridden means, it means that you can't get out of bed. That's how sick she was for 14 days. And so, you know, if that doesn't raise some concern to you, you know, you're better off just taking it, right? You're better off just getting the vaccine. You know, and let me say this again, I'm not against if you want to take it. You know, if you want to take it, I fully support that decision. Because, like I said before, we all have our free will. But I'm saying that this is something that I'm not going to partake in because I've never taken a vaccine in my life. I've never had a flu shot in my life. I've never had any type of shot, any type of vaccination in my life. I'm very grateful that my mother was against modern Western medicine. You know, she didn't really believe in pharmaceuticals. And so I never got a vaccine. I never got a shot. And I feel healthy. You know, I don't feel fine. I feel great. I feel amazing. Right? And I've never had any type of shot, any type of flu. You know, I have had the chicken pox whenever I was little. You know, I feel like a lot of us get it, but I've had the chicken pox. I've had a handful of number of headaches. I've had a handful of number of stomach aches. And I've had a couple of flus, but that's about it. You know, and so I just want to come on here to remind you, to give you a warning before you take the vaccine. Watch this. It's not what you think. You know, and so just really think about whether you're getting the vaccine because you really feel like you need it, or are you getting it because it is something that's being very heavily broadcasted and you often see a lot of people promoting it. You know, just because somebody promotes something heavily doesn't mean that it's good for us, right? Burger King is promoted each and every single day. Doesn't mean it's good for us, right? And same thing with this vaccine. Just because it's promoted heavily doesn't mean that it's going to be good for us. So I just want to, you know, bring this to you because I want to speak my truth on here. And I think that it is very important that I get this message out here because you know, Spirit was calling for me to make this video. And sometimes, you know, sometimes there are videos that are uncomfortable to me that I don't necessarily want to make, right? Because I don't like conflict. I don't really like controversy that much. You know, I'm not a confrontational type of person. If you know me in real life, you know this. But I wanted to come on here today because I wanted to speak my truth. And I think that's more important than if I feel comfortable. You know, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing, right? Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Shout out to Ralph Smart. You know, we have to understand that we have free will, and so do what it is that you choose. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. And so with that being said, my friends, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Such a beautiful day outside today. But if you guys learned something, I hope you guys did. If you didn't, feel free to let me know down in the comment section what you actually think, or if you did as well. You know, just if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions for future video topics that you want me to speak about or speak on, let me know as well. I'm very open to doing videos of your guys' suggestions, so feel free to let me know. But with that being said, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness, my friends. Mwah.